What's up guys, on the 20th of October 2023, this Nigerian student was ganged up, brutally beaten by a group of Chinese men in the Philippines, up to the extent he gave up the ghost. Then carried his dead body and dumped his dead body on the side of the street. Now guys, without further ado, let us get into this crime story. But guys, before we get into this crime story, I would like for you to subscribe, like, comment and share. Please subscribe so that we can get up to 1,000 subscriptions. And do not forget to like by that this video can go viral. And also do not forget to share this video to your family members and friends to create awareness about this true crime story. Now guys, without further ado, let us get into this crime story. Chibuikem Emmanuel is a Nigerian student who was studying in one of the universities in the Philippines, and he was studying medical science. According to his friend who unveiled everything online, Chibuikem Emmanuel had gone to the workplace where him and his Filipino girlfriend worked, and the owner of the enterprise where they worked is a Chinese woman. He said the circumstances which occurred that led to Chibuike's death was when Chibuike and his Filipino girlfriend went directly to their boss's office and started demanding the pay of their remaining salaries which they were supposed to be paid. But their boss, the Chinese woman, was reluctant to pay them their remaining salary, which caused Chibuike to start shouting and ranting all around the place. This made their boss to immediately call the security men, who happens to be Chinese, in the workplace. They immediately abducted Chibuike, saying that they are going to take Chibuike to the police station and report him for nuisance. But that was not the case. Instead, they took Chibuike in an uncompleted building where they beat him to death, then carried his dead body and dumped his dead body at Olasin Street in Mandri City in the Philippines. He said right now the Filipino police are carrying out an investigation about those who were behind the death of Chibuike, and that the Filipino police has put pictures of these killers throughout each and every airport in the Philippines to prevent the killers of Chibuike not to fly out of the Philippines. Now guys, my analogy, I'd like to get your thoughts down on the comment section. Now when this news got out, I was so mad. I was so mad because I know very well that since Chibuike is a black person from Nigeria or from Africa, these Filipino people are not gonna take his case seriously, because that is it. Everywhere in the world we are being hated. Everywhere in the world we are being put down. If we are being killed by people, there is no cause for investigation of our death. Who was behind our death? Because these people who had killed us are being seen as superior humans, and us are being seen as inferior humans. So I thought the death of Chibuike would just be swept under the carpet and everything will be back to normal and the killers will not be arrested. But I'm grateful that I'm getting news that the Filipino police are carrying out their investigation and have put pictures of these killers throughout all airports in the Philippines to prevent these killers not to travel out of the Philippines without any person recognizing them, without the airport or the custom authorities at the airport recognizing them. I know very well that the Nigerian government does not do enough to protect its citizens who are living abroad. It does not do enough. Not just Nigeria, throughout Africa. Most African countries and their leaders don't do enough to protect their citizens, who lives and work abroad. That is how it is. So in such cases as black people, when I heard this, that the Filipino police are so much involved in the investigation of the death of this young Nigerian brother, Chibuikem Emmanuel, I was so happy and I was so glad. I said, finally, at least there's an investigation being carried on, to really arrest the people who were behind this young brother's death. Now, my advice I want to just give each and every one of us Africans is that when we live abroad, especially not in the Western world, especially in places like China, Japan, South Korea, in the East, in the Middle East, if your boss is refusing to pay your salary, guys, I'll just tell you, just walk away. Do not go there to start threatening them. Do not go there to start making noises. Just walk away and leave. Because in those countries, those are lawless countries. In the United States, they obey labor law. They don't mess with the salaries of their workers. Be you a foreigner or a citizen of the United States, they don't mess up with your salary because they know lawsuit will come their way. And even in the United States or in Britain or in France, if a white man kills an innocent black person, that person is, that white person is gonna, face the full weight of the law. So at least in the West, there is racism amongst, citizens of the West against black people, but the Western government establishment has done everything possible to wipe out racism, to make sure if any black person is being minimized, if any black person is being racially profiled, if they take that matter to court, they're gonna get justice. We've seen this in so many cases. they're gonna get justice. But in the eastern part of this world, like throughout China, Asia, Philippines, or Indonesia, it is impossible. They are still backward when it comes to racism. They are still backward. So I'm so glad and grateful for the Filipino government and the Filipino police to make sure, they're doing everything possible to make sure this young guy gets justice. So guys, I'd like to get your thoughts down in the comment section of what you think. I'd like to get your thoughts down in the comment section of what you think. See, the whole world hates us black people. No one loves us. We are being hated. Everywhere in the world. Even Indians too, dark-skinned Indians are racist towards us. In the Arab world, like Saudi Arabia, we get news of our house helps who go over to Saudi Arabia to work as house helps in the house of wealthy Saudi men and women. They ended up being killed. It's the same thing in China. It's the same thing in Japan. It's the same thing in South Korea. It's everywhere. This is crazy. Why are we being hated upon? Is it bad to be melanated? Is it a bad thing to be a melanated somebody like me? Why is it so people think it's a bad thing to be melanated? I'm a melanated human being. Melanin is beautiful. It should be worshipped. It should be praised. That is why we've got reading. They don't have reading. That is why we have better eyesight. They do not have better eyesight. That is why we have full lips. They don't have full lips. They have lipless faces. All this is jealousy. All this is jealousy. Meanwhile, when they come into our own country, we take good care of them. We treat them right. We respect them, especially the Arabs, the whites, the Asians. We treat them right.